the first thing I've done is figured the height of the fifth wheel, height of the tires, and the suspension travel, and making sure I left myself 4 inches between the top of where the fenders will be and the top of the fifth wheel. Came in here and added, on this case, 1.5 inch square tube block to limit this travel to 2 inches or a little bit over. And on the front, I only had to add 1/2 inch, left me with about 2.25 travel. Also added some 1x2s, 1x4s on top of the tires to lay my fenders on top here, just to make sure that my fender never got low enough to hit the tire. I may play with this height a little bit as I'm putting the fenders, but that's just a protection level. Pair of fenders up on these axles so I could see the spacing and angle of where that part of the fender and this part of the fender come together, because it's not parallel, it's open up to a V, so I had to put those together to get that part figured out. Also made sure to label these what position they are and which is the front and rear on the truck. As perfect as these may be, there's always a chance there's going to be some discrepancy, so I always mark the fender and keep that fender in that position. Cut a notch out of the side of this fender here for the tube that I welded those plates to pass through and bolt to the brackets going up to the suspension. So I'm going to use this template I got here for a plasma cutter guide. I'm going to cut this corner out. And I needed that one corner on each fender. I've got these 2 bars here with the offset hole in them. Each hanger will get a pair of these hang off of them. I'll remove this nut, put on one of the bars on each side. Of course, it'll be against the back of the spring here, and this is what our tube with the plate on it. Fenders are all mocked up. I've got an equal distance. Fender to the wheel, fender to the ground, both sides. So before I start welding, I'm going to disconnect the battery. So I've got my fenders all set. I got my gap from the floor to the fender where I want it. The frame to the end of the fender is even across all ends. I'm sitting where I want with the fender space centered over the wheel. It's actually slightly forward because this axle will come slightly forward when it raises. So I usually favor it about 1/4 to 1/2 inch forward. It'll be centered when it's raised. I've got my bars clamped up. I've leveled this tube each side. I've made sure that my gap is the same to the floor, from the tire to the wheel to the fender. I've got the battery disconnected. All I'm left to do is to start welding. I'm going to start welding at the front too. So I'm going to have to fab up a little bit of a plate between these bars and the bar underneath the fender, because this does not going to meet. This is a little bit too far back, so I'll have to build a little bit of bracketry there. Once those are good, then I'll come back here on the rear, because there's a 2-inch tube that'll run from here, a plate bolted onto the back of the frame here, and this will all be one giant L piece. So I'm going to fire up the welder and get going.
This is those 2-inch lights.
I keep wondering if I'll see you once again.
I've got all the brackets tacked together, somewhat welded. I can remove the fenders, take the brackets off, put them on the welding table, cut off all that excess steel, and finish welding this up, and add some supports across there so we have a little more steel welded to the tube. And as soon as we get that done, then we'll put some paint on them and reinstall them. My brackets are all finished welded, painted up, just time to reinstall them. So these are the nuts that were on here. Obviously they're really tall lock nuts and they've been threaded into, so I don't trust that that's gonna lock it anymore. So I'm gonna replace all the nuts with new nylon lock nuts.